As we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UCLA's offense will take the first swing of the game. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports. And when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Well, this running back has been the only guy Howie Sims touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
He'll sneak it. Picks up the first down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That's caught. It's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Efficiency on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here comes the option. Plows through the defense. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Gators will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bruins send out the punt unit. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Give to the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Gators want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Gators are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the option. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Gator! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. On the run, it's Thomas. Makes a man miss. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Now on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Now sliding to his left. The throw. The short hands. It's ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Goes to the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Gators need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. so far, this has been a most frustrating performance for this junior quarterback. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Snags it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. He's looking downfield to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9. The Gators will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators will call on their punt team. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there. Can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Flores. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Bruins have taken it inside the 20. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. To the air. It's Iamalayama. Pocket breaking down. And that one's way too far for everybody.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll try the run. Makes one man miss. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
To the ground. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Try to get it to the edge. At the 45 on its way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
To throw, it's Flagway. Trying to set up the screen. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets away, and the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the hallowed grounds of West Point. They're up by 13 over the Bluebirds. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the run, it's Thomas. Gets it past the marker. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The option look. Got room to work. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Gators decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Flores. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. It's complete to the left. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw it again. Got the back over the middle. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The give to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Boston College. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
QB draw. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. but in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. On the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, really good decision-making by this offense on 3rd down. Understanding, running the option to perfection, getting it to the pitch man, and he gets the first down and some extra yards.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Florida! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. And he's got it inside the 35. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to sling it on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front.
Running free, running into the open space. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Here comes the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from it.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse